we look back at the last 1,000 customers we had on the phone, and these are the top things that they asked us, and we wanted to talk about them with you. So you may find yourself really, what's the word? Really feeling and
nervous about your decisions.
yeah.
We've heard them all. We have some great quick responses for you, because I know one of these is something you probably thought about or are thinking right now.
Exactly. And so things we're going to mention in today's live, you have probably thought them. If you've owned a tuning element product or you're thinking about owning a tuning element product, we're going to go over those hesitations that you may have, because most people don't hesitate because they don't believe. They hesitate because they're afraid to make the wrong choice. And so if that's you, nothing is wrong with you. That is the majority of everyone. And these are the things we're hearing on the phone. So today we're going to talk about the hesitations. We're going to bring them up. We're going to move forward. And these are the things, like I said, real people are saying. This is not marketing or things that other people are telling us. No, we're our last 1,000 customers. We're talking on the phones, and we want to bring that information to you. So, because there's sometimes we think things and then we don't verbalize them, but then we can help you with that. So today we're going to be going over those top things that we hear on the phones. So would you like to start, Christopher?
Sure. Start with here's one of the top 5 questions that our customers have is, I don't understand how it works. And so that's a fun question, because we get that a lot, and we get that from people that are existing customers, are using the product, they're getting results, they're seeing the benefits, things are changing in their body, but it still bugs them. It's like, well, I still really don't know how it works. That's okay. You are in good company. There are some very brilliant people just like yourself that are asking the same question. Well, how does it work? It's just outside the box of the things that they've been taught. So we get that questions from researchers, scientists, doctors, businessmen, moms, dads, you name it, across the board. Most people have that question. And also, by just having that question and still seeing it working in your body, you've already disproved the fact that it's a placebo, because you need to believe in a placebo for a placebo to have some sort of work on your body and effect. The neat thing is, most people don't believe it works. They're skeptical. They're waiting for it not to work. And then they're just blown away when it does. And so, but that's also why it works with animals. That's why it works with dogs, cats, horses. It's not because we've found the only horses and dogs and cats in the world that can read and understand English. None of them do. So none of them are persuaded by anything we can describe about previous customer testimonies or the science or how many medical journals we've been published in and how many scientific journals we've been published in. It just works. And so that's good enough for them. But the neat thing is, we also have great places for you to go to. So if you do have questions beyond just seeing that it's working in your own body and you're curious about that, just head on to our website, tuningelement.com, and check out some of the information about the technology.
Yeah. And so, I mean, Christopher was saying the technology works beyond your own comprehension. So that means it's really working. So even if you're not understanding, you've been in the Grand Village store, you've been to our corporate office, you've experienced something with our dealers, and you have this fantastic testimony, which, granted, I'm going to share more testimonies at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. Your comprehension doesn't stop how much you get to respond to this product, which is also very exciting. So if you're like, I'm kind of confused how this works, I know that it works. Well, to comfort you, a lot of people are in the same shoe as you, but we do have a lot of science and research. So if you do want to read more of that, go on tuningelement.com. Okay. So another thing we hear a lot is there's so much information. I've been told, let's say I've been told at the store, I've been read online. Now I don't know what to do, and so I'm going to do nothing. How many times have you been overwhelmed with a decision and you end up doing nothing? Or a day you're like, I have to get all these things done, and I end up not doing anything because I'm kind of overwhelmed. And so we hear a lot of that on the phone. People kind of hesitate on making that decision. Oh, they've tried the patches maybe, or someone's told about it, or they've come across a product, and they're still delaying a year later on pulling or making that decision. And so we encourage you. We have different ways to try out the product. Come to the store, come to our corporate office, or try out the different free samples that we have on our website that you can try each of the different levels to see what best supports your body. And so we want to help guide you in that process. We're here to help you answer any kind of questions that we have. Everyone here has great experience and knowledge of the products, and so we want to support you. So don't ever feel overwhelmed, because we are here to guide you. And majority of the people, like we said in first point, was they don't understand how it works, but it works. And so allow your body to speak through that as well, and see the different results that you can get from wearing tuning element.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another one. It was a great question for someone is, well, how do I compare? Where do I go to compare like the levels, how these frequency blends work? And so the neat thing about that is, it was a good tip. We thought we had the comparison in plenty of places on our website, but we went ahead and updated it today. So right when you go look at the menu, it'll say levels, and you can scroll down and see the frequency blend levels that are in the smart jewelry. And then under that, you can see also the AquaTune one. So we've made it easier to find, and that's a great question because it's really our nomenclature. The fact of the matter is that we're leading an industry that is still a very small industry, and we're one of the first companies to put the frequency blends that are beneficial to your body in a passive way. So in other words, it's not an electronic device using extra electricity behind it to push it into your body. And so the neat thing about that is since we're kind of leading the industry, we get to come up with some of these terms to describe our technology. And so the best way for us to try to help you understand, our entry level tuning, the level 1 tuning that supports your body's electric system, then we go up a level to level 2 where we add in cell support. And then level 3, we add in frequency blends to support cognitive function. And so every time you go up a level, it's a stronger bracelet, stronger necklace, and it contains all the frequency blends and sets in the previous levels of the jewelry. So when you get up to level 4, you have level 1, 2, 3 frequency sets, and then you add the level 4 frequency set, which has frequencies for 6 systems of the body. And then when you get to level 5, you add in the other 6 systems of the body. So all 12 body systems. So that means you're tuning organs, you're tuning glands, you're tuning subsystems of the body. So you're actually targeting everything, and it's speaking very specifically. So it's a very wide spectrum of frequencies. And so if you're thinking, well, gosh, I just wanted a general support, or maybe I'm healthy as anything. I'm the prime of my life. I've never been stronger. Wonderful. Get a level 1, because you can still see a difference with the level 1 because of the frequency it adds to your body, and you just don't realize what your body is bombarded with daily in your environment around you, emotionally, biochemically, in your nutrition. And so when you use that level 1, you'll see a neat difference. When you go to level 2, you might be thinking, well, I could use recovery, cell support. So that's an item for you. If you are looking for more mental clarity, then level 3. And so the fun thing is on those levels, you can actually look and be like, you know what? This is an area I'm challenged with, or this is an area I want to see if I can improve in, and that will kind of help you go up and down the levels.
Yeah, and I have a great analogy of different support in the body. If you ever think about, have you ever tried carrying someone, and no matter what they weigh, let's say they weigh 50 pounds, it's a child, try carrying something, that 50 pounds is a lot heavier than if you were in the water trying to carry someone. You have that extra support. So similar, if that level 1 is giving you so much extra support that you may never even knew you needed. It's that, just like water, it's almost like an invisible support, and it helps you lift up whatever you're carrying in the water. And so if you've never tried out tuning element, start off with a lower level if you are hesitant, and see how much your body improves there and upgrade from there. And that kind of leads me on to another question that we get is people will call us up, they've had their product maybe a year, 2 years, or even longer, and they're like, hey, I think I need to upgrade. Is something wrong with my product, or is it not working anymore? Have I outgrew my product? This is first of all, this is an exciting thing, because just like when you are needing extra support, if you have multiple pieces on your body, you're getting more support there as well. So it's like a chair. If you have 3 legs, it's going to bounce, but you're going to need some help to keep it balanced. You don't want to shift where there's no leg there. But if you have 4 legs, then you can sit comfortably. And so it's the same thing with products. If you have more support on your body, you're going to notice different results. And so some people, they completely keep that product that they had and add on a new level. They upgrade. Let's say they're at a level 3, they get a level 4, they get a level 5, and they continue wearing that product. One thing I want to bring up is that doesn't mean that the product you were previously wearing doesn't work anymore, or that it expired, the technology left. No, that's not the case. With time, with age, your body gets into a different lifestyle, live a different timeline. And so you may need more support. Let's say you are aging, everyone ages. And so you may need just additional support with that. Or maybe you've injured yourself. You may need additional support for that. So it doesn't mean that the product itself expired, because we do have a guarantee on our technology that our technology retains within our products for a lifetime. So it's not every few years you need to get one. No, it continues to last. And so it just may be your body needs additional support. And so we recommend putting on a different piece. If you ever came to one of our store locations or our dealers and you tried the product on, and we always recommend putting multiple pieces on a customer so they can get into a leaf as quick as possible. So when you came to the store, you made them notice, oh, they put on 3 products on me. I got great results. I've been wearing my products for 2 years. I feel like I need more support. Well, just like how in the store location, we put on multiple pieces on you so you can get into relief faster. And so same thing is, if you're wearing an anklet, let's try out a level 4, level 5 necklace and see what kind of support your body is needing. And so you can test that out and see how your body performs better.
Yeah, that's so true, because people do have changes in their life, and there are more needs. I mean, so those changes can include, has been a change in your diet. Maybe you're not getting a protein or something in your diet, and you're feeling differently. Maybe it could have a cascading effect through your body, and maybe there's something that's changed and you just cannot change in a different way. Also, routine. If you're changing your routine, you're shifting time when you're sleeping. That makes a difference. But also environmentally, we've had people tell us and call us and said, hey, I've moved to this different area. I'm getting all these new challenges, and they're coming from their environment. And there's some things they just can't get around. And so they look at going up a level to try to counteract these new challenges they're getting from moving to this new area.
Yeah. And so if this sounds like you and you're like, I've worn my product for a few years and you're needing some more support, well, we're here to help you. So give us a call. We can help lead you in that right direction. Maybe you need a different piece. You need to upgrade. Maybe you need the same piece and you just want to double up. And so there are so many different options that we've seen over the years that people get. And it's every time. Everybody's body is different. And so you can respond completely different to certain pieces, maybe that your spouse or your friend gets a completely different reaction to. And so we are always here to help guide you in those questions.
Yeah, because why does this all matter? Because there's help at you, and we're able to help people on a regular basis. And so the biggest hurdle for most people is just not knowing. It's just not having this information before, being new to this information. And so we want to take that hurdle away by giving you the correct information. And a great way too is just sharing with you some experiences of our customers. And so we have a couple of testimonies you want to share.
Yeah. So even from all those thousand calls and customers that we've talked to, I got to pull out some really unique testimonies that we haven't talked about on live before. So there's so many different ones here. I'm just going to go over a few of them, and then next week we'll even go through more next week. But one, it talks about here about chronic pain and having chronic pain for 50 years. He said, I had backache for 50 years since I had a car wreck. He put on a patch, and there he timed it on his computer, and my back quit hurting in the first time in 50 years. Get this, in 1 minute and 38 seconds. That is amazing. You know what? That is a very extreme case, but that's just how fast the product works. Yeah. And look at that. It was a patch. And so the technology really is amazing. Another one. I have not had any pain since I put that bracelet on my arm. It's crazy. These are direct quotes, by the way. This is one that's interesting. It's from a 16-year-old. I got my 16-year-old grandson, who plays baseball player, as a D1 scholarship, a level 3 necklace. He has not had a migraine since he's been wearing it. We get a lot of people that struggle with migraines, and this is something that majority of you guys, if you experience with them, you just think you kind of have to live with, or you take different medications or pain pills to help accommodate those. I'm telling you, we have so many different customer experiences that get benefits from migraines. So if that's speaking to you, you may need to get yourself a different a necklace, a bracelet to help support that. Another one is and from a young person as well. My daughter, it has helped elevate a lot of the pain. She suffers from migraines, and it has helped say that she's more manageable. So that's awesome to hear. Another one is I really noticed having how the tuning element affects me, as if I suddenly feel a lot calmer. I feel like I've already had taken a tranquilizer pill or something. That is, we get a lot of testimonies. People really do feel calmer, where they're able to focus better. Their stress level goes down. They're able to feel so much more supported on an emotional level. How many other things can you really get out there unless you just really stop? You have to stop yourself and think, okay, I need to elevate, de-elevate my emotions. Well, get you a product that can help with that. Another one is my focus has been so much better. My stress level has gone away, but so far, my stress level hasn't gone away completely, but so far so good. And I've literally have been feeling better with this. And that was with our Be Well line. So if you want emotional behavior focus support, Be Well is what these testimonies were talking about. One more that'll end. Sorry. One more.
Yeah.
I have one more. I have been moving a lot. I stood up on the right foot, 15 and 20 seconds. I stood there and both of his leg pain had completely gone away. He couldn't believe it. So these are just some of the testimonies that we got from the last few months of customers while speaking on the phone with them. If you have any additional testimonies, leave them in the comments below. We love to share and encourage one another, because you may have a similar testimony to some of the ones I've talked about, or you may have something that's completely unique and you just want to share it and get it off your chest and encourage someone else. So, but yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, and it's amazing, because what do these people do? They put a bracelet on or a necklace on, and they got these results. And so it's that simple. I mean, Tuning Element has made this technology so simple, it's exquisite. And so, why wouldn't you try it? Why wouldn't you want to do one of the easiest things in the world to support your health and wellness?
Exactly. I mean, I talked to a lot of different inquiries internationally, and people, they've seen frequency products, right? Frequencies aren't anything new. There's different machines out there. There's different, maybe magnets or copper. What we've done is we've elevated the technology, elevated the experience, and we've simplified it as well. There's all different types of treatments that you can get with frequencies, but you have to go there. You have to sit there. You only can do it for so many minutes at a time. Well, we simplified that process and made it safer. You can wear it 24/7. So now you don't have to go to that different location and have to remember and sign up and do all these different things. This is a purchase that you buy, you wear it, and you keep on going. You can wear all through the night. And one comment I know we saw multiple times is people are afraid to wear it at night. They're afraid they're going to mess it up. No, there's no fear in messing it up. You can wear it at night. You can wear it in the shower. You can wear it in the pool. You can wear it in the lake, in the ocean. It won't damage the technology within your smart jewelry piece or water bottle. So that's also something we see a lot on the phones. But wear your technology, wear it 24/7, because that's how it was made. We've made it to simplify your wellness journey. We want you to be able to wake up all the way to from waking up all the way to going bed, where you're supported and all in the minutes between that. So, but yeah, that is the feedback we've heard from the last 1,000 customers.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And the amazing thing about this is when you decide to invest in your health and wellness, you realize how inexpensive Tuning Element is when you see the fact that we have a lifetime guarantee that the product is going to maintain the frequency set that you bought day one. It's permanently embedded into the material. And so there's not many products out there that tell you that they're going to stand behind the service of that product for lifetime. And that's what we do. We stand behind the fact that the original frequency set that was programmed into the material stays in the material.
Exactly. So if you're one of Tuning Element's first customers 15 years ago, your piece still works. So if you're not wearing it, put that thing back on, because it still will continue to give you support and wellness support and frequency support. And it also reminds me of some other comments that I saw um, on the phones is people are they're wearing the product, they're getting results. Don't take it off. Don't take off the product, even if you've had it for 15 years. So keep on wearing them, clean them on a regular basis so you can get that oil and film off. Those are just regular tips that we try to tell everyone that's on our catalogs. But keep your jewelry on and you'll continue to get results. Take it off, well, you're going to notice your body start to work without the support. So you may notice your pain to start to come back. You may notice different things. And also one thing too is a lot of our customers, and maybe speaking to you directly, is you've tried so many other things. You've tried other medications, you've tried other treatments. You've spent a lot of money on doing other things to support your wellness. So in comparison, Tuning Element, for the longevity, for the results that you get, it is a worthwhile investment. And when you hear that all the time on the phone, at first people may be shocked at the price and they're hesitate. But as soon as they see the results and they see the difference and they notice a difference in the people around them or themselves, they know that this wasn't an expensive investment. It was a worth investment. So we really hear that all the time, because health and wellness, especially in the US, is not inexpensive. So don't wait till the very last thing to try Tuning Element. Our technology, we've helped thousands and thousands of people in the US, internationally, and we're waiting to help you if you've never tried Tuning Element.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose. The neat thing about Tuning Element too, it is safe for everyone. There are no side effects. And so, there's not many things that can say that. So with as easy as we are, with no side effects, it really is a must for everyone, especially when you get to know it. We see people really start to buy a lot more products for themselves and their family members because they realize that this works, and then they want to start adding it to different parts of their life and their routine. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know last week we talked about paw tunes and pets. I'm telling you, the amount of people that, well, they love their animals, they love their pets. And so from them, they move on and get a product for their animals, their horses, their dogs, their cats, because they know the benefits had for them and they want to share with their animals. So if that's you, if you have a friendly furry friend at home, get them also a paw tune. But on our description, you'll see it links right to our website right there. You can check out our sites. You can check out our free patches, our different product lines, our level chart that we just updated on there. And so everyone stay safe. It is going to be, it seems like a little cold this weekend. So, but stay safe, stay warm, keep your products on, and we'll see you next Friday. So bye, everyone.